All right, Wolverine Nation. This is going to be an opportunity for us to talk a little bit about some tools necessary for you and your family to successfully navigate as online learners. I know you must be filled with a lot of questions in terms of how is this going to work, and certain specific questions in terms of how do I get to this or how do I get to that. So, this segment of the video is designed to link you to the most important sites and tools necessary for you to be successful. Let's get started. As you can see, we are here on the DeSoto Parish homepage. In order to get to the homepage, you'll go to the address bar, you'll put in www.desotopsb.com, and it will bring you to this page. Now, there are some very important features on this page that we will go over in the next video. However, this video is designed to take you to our school website, which you can navigate to from the website. So, in order to navigate to our school website from the homepage, you will come over to schools, as you can see here. You will click the down arrow. You will come down and you will select Mansfield Middle School. And as you can see, it brings you to our sites. Now, if you remember in the first video, we talked a little bit about the Google Sites. This is where you can access the Google Sites for all of our grade levels. In order to do so, you would just scroll over to where it says Back to School, and notice underneath it says Back to School Google Site Information. By clicking here, this is going to take you to all of the Google Sites for each one of our grade levels. Once you're in, scroll down just a bit, and you will be able to see all of the Google Sites for each one of our grade levels. Let's take a look at the 5th grade Google site. Once you get into the site, the first thing you're going to see is just general information about the grade level, the team of the grade level. You'll also see some important links that some of the grade levels have put in for parents that they feel is very important. You'll see a welcome to parents. In the welcome, that's designed to tell you a little bit about the teachers that will be servicing your children, as well as parental contact information, which will be in the form of a Google form. You will also get a chance to see exactly who those wonderful dynamic educators are that will be educating your children. And as I said before, you will also see a link to a Google Classroom training video. By clicking this link, it will give you important information that you need to know on how to actually log into the Google Classroom, how the Google Classroom works, and just answers any of your questions that you may have about Google Class. Let's take a look at the 6th grade Google Classroom. So on this Google site as well, you see all of our teachers, the wonderful teachers who teach the grade level. You see contact information for parents, important links, and at the bottom you see resources and links that are necessary for our students as well as parents. And again, importantly, you see the tutorial video on how to join a Google Classroom. Let's take a look at our 7th grade Google site. Now, 7th grade's Google site is just slightly different than the other Google sites in the fact that in order to learn your tutorial information for 7th grade, you'll be able to click on it here at the top of the Google site. So for 7th grade, it won't be towards the bottom, it'll be here at the top. Also, you have important links. There's a very important link here, which is DeSoto U. We'll talk a little bit more about that in our next presentation because it's very important information there that will help you, the parent, better service your children as you're working with them as online learners. Of course, you see all the dynamic instructors that we have for the 7th grade, accompanied with a bio for each teacher, parent, guardian contact information. And this one you see what's called the Google Meets norms. The norms are basically just those expectations that we expect all of our learners to follow as they're engaged in their virtual learning. Now let's take a look at our 8th grade Google site. Once you get into the 8th grade Google site, again, you see the wonderful dynamic instructors that we have. You have important information for parents that will need to be filled out and submitted, as well as the Google tutorial. So again, this is another tutorial to help you understand exactly how to join a Google Classroom and what will take place and what will happen in a Google Classroom. And the last Google site that we have is our Enrichment Teachers Google site. This is primarily for our physical education teachers, our band instructor, as well as our Jobs for Americans graduate instructors, and which is commonly referred to as JAG. So you can go into this site and you'll be able to see the important information just as you've seen in all of the other Google sites. So there you have it. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Thank you.